Welcome to the third segment of Getting Started with Google Suite. By the end of this segment, you should be able to explain how to access Google Documents, be able to demonstrate the basics of how to use Google Documents, and be able to explain the two main ways to work with Google Documents offline. There are two ways to access Google Documents depending on what you are looking for. The first is to go to Google Documents. To do this, open Chrome, click in the address bar on the type, and type in Google Docs, and hit enter. In the search results that come up, click on the second link that says Google Docs. Using this route will allow you to easily access the template gallery and see what the templates look like without taking an extra step. The downside is that it will auto-create the file in your main Google Drive, which can create file chaos if you do not take time to organize it. The second way to access Google Docs is to go through Google Drive. To do this, open Chrome, click in the address bar at the top, and type in Google Drive, and hit enter. Click on the Google Drive that pops up in the search, and it will take you to your drive. Then, click on the New button in the top left corner, go down to Google Docs, hover your mouse over the right arrow, and choose between creating a blank document or from a template. Using this route will allow you to create in the folder where you want it to be, in turn keeping things organized. It also allows you to access the template gallery, but does take an extra step with being able to view and choose the one you want to use. For those that have used Microsoft Word, using Google Documents will be very similar, with just a few formatting options located in different places. Becoming proficient in Google Documents will be just like becoming proficient in Microsoft Word right after they release a new edition where they moved all the buttons. For those that are not familiar with Microsoft Word, then good news, Google Documents is easy to learn the basics. By the end of this section, you should know how to rename a file and know where to go to affect the text type, font, size, color, and position. Once you have a blank document open, you are already set up to type your content, so you can just start typing. When you are done and would like to move on to formatting, then the first thing you want to do is change the title of the document. To do this, click up on the Untitled document. It'll take the first couple of words of your document and make it the title automatically. Go ahead and erase this and type in what you would like the title and the file name to be, as they are synonyms in this case. If you would like to change the type of text, highlight the text you wish to affect. Click up on the top where it says Normal Text, which will open a drop-down menu, and choose which type of text to change it to. Generally, I like to make the first line of the document the title of the document, and will set it to the title type of text. If you would like to change the font of the text, then highlight the text you wish to work with. Click up on the top where it says Arial, which will open a drop-down menu, and choose which font of text to change it to. The typical fonts used are Arial and Times New Roman. If you would like to change the size of the text, then highlight the text you would like to work with. Click up on the top where it says 11, which will open a drop-down menu, and choose which size you would like to change it to. The standard sizes for printing that are readable to most are size 10, 11, and 12. Next to the size options are the special effects for the text: bolding, italicizing, and underlining. If you would like to change the color of the text, then highlight the text you would like to work with. Then, up on the top, click on where it has an A with a thick black line underneath of it, which will open a drop-down menu, and choose which color you would like to change it to. Next to the text color is a highlighter pen that would allow you to highlight the text without changing its base color. If you would like to change the position of the text, then highlight the text you wish to affect, and then click up on the top on one of the Align buttons. That is all for the basics needed to get started creating with Google Documents. If you ever need to work offline, yet the file you need to work with is a Google document, don't worry, you have a couple of options. One option, which if you're staying on the same computer would probably be the best, is to turn on offline mode. To do this, open Chrome, click in the address bar at the top, and type in Google Docs, and click Enter. In the search results that come up, click on the second link, Google Docs, Then, in the top left-hand corner, click on the triple stack lines, click Settings, and make sure that the slider next to Offline is blue. Warning: this only works with your recent Google document files, so you need to make sure that you've opened what you want to work with about the same day as when you're planning on going offline. The second option would be to download any Google documents that you want to work with as Word documents, edit as needed, and then when you have internet back, upload them and convert them back to a Google document. There are two ways to do this. If you're just planning on working with a single file, then go to your Google Drive, locate the file, right-click on the file, and select Download. Once the file downloads, it'll show up in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Go ahead and open the file and save it to a location that you'll be able to find it again. Suggestions would be either your desktop or My Documents. If you are planning on downloading multiple files, then the easiest way would be to select all of the files, either by selecting the first file, pressing and holding the Shift key, and then selecting the last file if they are in order, or by selecting the first file, pressing the Control key, and then selecting the next file if they are not in order. Once the files are selected, release the Shift or Control key, right-click, and click on Download. A little box will pop up in the bottom right-hand corner to show you the progress, and then once the files have been downloaded, a file will pop up in the bottom left-hand corner. You are going to want to click on it and select all the files that you downloaded and drag them to a location where you'll be able to find them again. Suggestions would either be Desktop or My Documents. This concludes the segment of Getting Started with Google Suite. By now, you should be able to explain how to access Google Documents, be able to demonstrate the basics of how to use Google Documents, and be able to explain the two main ways to work with Google Documents offline. And your next segment will be about Google Slides.